one of the other topics I wanted to discuss was we already know the future of 2042. Like, there's nothing gonna be that's different. You know, in season
Classes.
3, they're gonna add classes, but in the discussions I've had, which was one of the topics I did not want to talk about this time around, but I guess we could talk about it now. But yeah, the battlefield classes, the past few episodes we talked with Decisive and Catalyst, and they said it's not going to change anything. Gravity says it's not going to change anything. What do you guys think?
Fundamentally, it won't. Just the special, like the idea of specialists existing is what was a huge turnoff for a lot of players. So if as long as those are in the game, those specific players are not coming back to the game. As for
Right.
like the actual game to game experience, I don't think it'll be drastically changed. People are accustomed to running certain things and will find a way to run those certain things. They'll adapt if need be to run the certain things they want to run no matter what. So if you have to run a different specialist in order to get a certain gadget, they'll do it. If you have to, and vice versa. So that's just how it is. I just some people come back to the game. Yeah, some people come back to the game for season 3. The classes is a big selling point for them, sure, but how much they stick around for is another question entirely.
Yeah.
I think what Gravity brought up earlier is how, like, Battlefield's its own thing, and people who really want to play Battlefield are not. They'll play Ground War, but then they're going to get turned off by certain elements, and they're going to find themselves coming back to Battlefield. I agree with that. And I think the new class thing is going to be a big thing for that too, even though it's not really changing too much. They're just bracketing and limiting things, which is what Battlefield has always done. Like, as a recon in BF3, I can only put a spawn beacon down if I was playing as a guy with a sniper and I had that spawn beacon. If it's that same element going down, it's just classes, but they just have little niche, specialist gadgets. However, too little, too late. I still think 2042 is too little, too late. If it was a really solid game for a lot of Battlefield fans, like Battlefield 4 was at a fundamental level, then I think it could pull back a lot of people. But because 2042 is still a mess, and you always see, I think his name is a Thurston on. He's always like, "Where's Platoons? Day 399."
He's moved on.
That.
Yeah, he's moved on.
Yeah. So he's moved on. He's just given and that's
gone.
sad. He shouldn't have had to move on.
He's on COD now, so
every single, almost under every single post, I always see, "Where's the mouse input fix?" And like, until those things are still addressed, like I still think people are going to be turned off. Like, I just got done playing the Modern Warfare 2 beta on my PS5 on a controller. I'm a mouse and keyboard guy. I had a ton of fun playing it. I was like, okay, if Ground War is just this, but feels like Battlefield, and I can choose where I spawn, and I can play with you guys, for example, we could do even just one round of that, like respawning at each other, jumping out helicopters, whatever. And I even get a taste of some slight Battlefield, stuff that just feels more polished in 2042. Then a lot of people are just going to bite the bullet and just move to COD, So I don't know what the future is for 2042, but again, I think it's almost too little, too late type of thing.
That's the thing. We do know the future of the 2042 because they told us. Expect the same amount of content for each season. So you're going to get the one map. You're going to get the one specialist. You're going to get all the skins you've ever dreamed of, right? 100 battle pass. Rework of probably all the maps, the rest of the vanilla maps. And then, one specialist, one map. The class system, which is barely anything. And just do that 2 more times, and that's pretty much it.
6 more months.
You guys don't expect it to go past that, right?
Past season 4.
They didn't even drop tier 1 skins for the reworked weapons. I thought there was going to be a M16 with like a tier 1 skin. Maybe that's me expecting too much. I don't know. I just thought that was going to be brutal. A thing.
Yeah, they said they were just doing that to save time and get more weapons in the game.
Yeah,
which is,
time and,
to
and
be fair,
broken weapons in.
Yeah, to be fair, getting more weapons in the game and taking out the tier 1 skins that's fine. I don't care. But at least make sure the weapons aren't broken first before you actually, if you're going to save time. Right?
Yeah, we had a whole episode on season 2 quality controls.
God.
This is gone. Bye.
They've acknowledged the LVG, right? Right?
I haven't seen a tweet about the LVG or the M16.
I think they're like
They've got to
someone
know.
passed it on to somebody, and
Oh
no,
yeah, no,
Oh,
you're
it was
right,
Oliver.
right.
It was Oliver,
passed
yeah.
it on.
Yeah, it was Oliver.
But that was
Oliver
like
guy
this, like
passed
this week, right?
Yeah.
That was like recent.
Yeah.
I'm sure they know, but yeah.
If every gun had M16 level recoil and it like was that hard to fight and then made it that more rewarding, okay. But the M16 having that much recoil is just like, why would I ever use this? I would maybe use this if I'm playing Breakthrough because it's so close quarters, but Conquest, I can't use the M16. I'm just gonna use the Scar. It has like the most balanced range.
Use the Advances. It has like what 200.
Oh god!
Rounds?
Oh god! Oh,
there's no recoil at all.
It's like LCMG PKP throwback.
Do you guys think the next patch here in a couple days will be giving us more new BF3 weapons or past
Couple
game?
days?
Or a couple? What is it? When's the next 28th? I thought.
It's 27, probably next week or something.
Next week.
Next week. Well, a couple days, whatever. But yeah, do you think?
You talking about the other ones? Oh, the other ones that they were talking about bringing all warfare. I don't
Yeah.
expect those until next month, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
probably.
I want
I'm,
something.
I'm
to
thinking like
grind.
mid-season. You know, like a month and a half after the season starts. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'll
Apparently, there's an update on the 27th and October 10th, which is kind
The
of
10th
interesting.
One. The 10th one would be when I expect them then.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm guessing the renewal one comes on the 27th, the renewal refresh. And
hope.
yeah, I don't know.
Once again, that's 128 renewal. You know, they'll have it. They'll throw it in the main as the main mode for the week. But you know,
They do all these changes for the 128 player conquests, but not for 64. Like it's completely not even playable. That's already been on Kaleidoscope. That whole B section.
Yeah, I'm not
is
touching that.
Completely revamped in 128 Conquest. I ain't gonna play that.
I'm not touching that 128 Conquest playlist until Hourglass and Breakaway are taken through the shredder.
Those are the two like biggest maps.
Still,
that they have to do,
talked
like-
about Hourglass, they're still thinking about that map.
They're thinking.
Still thinking about it.
It's probably so daunting because like the brutal expectations I have to change those two motherfucking maps is so brutal. Like, I mean, I would have to throw a metal concert or something, dude. That shit. I mean, I want to move
Ika and I will come.
I would move the entire stadium in Hourglass, like literally on top of the stupid town in the south.
Did you see?
You know, the one that they're bragging about is like, oh, it's fully destructible.
I'm trying to.
It's
There it
the
is.
Destructible
I found
town.
it.
Yeah.
There's a person who did a remake for Hourglass, and he remade the entire map. I'm gonna bring it up on the screen. Yeah,
I
this
saw that.
was
It's nice.
fantastic.
I mean, the artwork for the map. Oh
this
my gosh,
was
that's pretty good.
This was just great.
Hey, he just crushed it all together.
Crushed it. Yeah.
That looks
Mhm.
nice. I mean, it looks a little crazy. That's a lot of flags, but still,
For 128 though,
that's
this is
brutal
reasonable.
expectation.
Can you find the original artwork for Hourglass that they had out there?
Oh, that's I don't know.
In
Where that
Yeah.
comparison,
You know what I'm talking
Just
about?
go to
though? But,
Google
like,
Maps.
that-
Yeah.
I mean, that looked nice too.
I mean, this actually this has its problems for 128, but as far as a flag layout goes, this is much better because right now.
wait,
this,
what are you talking about? Energized Night? What were you saying?
Original concept art for Hourglass. It was totally different than what the actual map turned out to be like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it had like a fair going on or something, like a circus, like a Ferris wheel, right?
Man, I'm looking
Like
at
a bunch of lights.
That's on like Manifest, right? That has the.
Oh yeah, there is. You got
the
like a
circ-
yeah.
It's like across the ocean though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that place looks pretty cool. Why can't we play over there? I don't know.
I mean, the sad thing is like the destruction for this game is like completely not there. Like
I
the
dropped
big
the chat.
destructible
Thank you.
city down below in Hourglass, and that city is not destructible. That's like not destructible at all.
Oh, you are.
I'm
100%
more
right.
excited for the
Technically it
destruction
is,
in
but
that new. Yeah, technically. I'm more excited for the new
copy
destruction.
pasted. Well, what the fuck is this?
This is the concept art.
Yeah, he was 100% right.
What?
Yeah,
I've never
I
seen
remember
this. Wait a second.
It's
Oh,
like
really?
a neon. It's like a neon
No,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never
Look at all this
seen
stuff
that.
on here.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Look at the skyscrapers of the south as well. You know, like that's yeah.
Cyberpunk
And
2042.
you went with the. What? Why have I never seen this before? Holy shit! You're right. There's a fucking party in downtown over there.
And actually, if they were doing anything with this as far as the trailers go, I'm pretty sure this is where that original trailer was filmed, where they jihaded the moped into the chopper, because there's these neons. It was like a night. It was at night. Yeah.
I mean, this looks like a battle royale map because it's all like different parts, sections.
All POIs. This is 100% a battle royale map. 100% like a hazard zone thing.
Yeah,
There's no doubt.
And it's a full stadium too, by the way. A full stadium, not half of one.
Yeah, this screams VR map.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say, I'm more excited for that new Embark game called the Finals.
There's a second image there, just so you know.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's another one. It's a nighttime one, like a desert, yeah. There's another one there.
There we go. Oh, yep. There.
Oh, to scroll through.
Oh, when
that's the Ferris
thing goes over.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
These lights would have burned out your PC.
Ahead of schedule, boys. Ahead of schedule.
That image, I mean, the concept art got stuck in my head for a while, so I was like, man, that looks a lot better than what we got.
Yeah.
DICE should hire you. That's the number one comment. I see that a lot.
Anyway, I think
poor Hourglass.
This map is just it is probably up there with the contenders of just the worst Battlefield map of all time.
Have there been redesigns of Breakaway?
Not that I've seen. Not that I've seen from anybody in the community.
I don't think they've acknowledged either that map being a problem. Have they?
Yeah, they said it was up for it, but
it was up for it. Okay.
But the community, the community wants it more than they do.
Yeah, I know Orbital's it's Renewal then Orbital, which is going to Orbital this season, right? And then I think they mentioned Manifest as well as the one that's like up next after that. I'm pretty sure.
Which doesn't need
which isn't the most. It doesn't need it the most. I would argue that Hourglass and Breako are the two that need it the most.
Yes, absolutely. Especially after playing Breakthrough on Hourglass for like the fourth time in a row, and then capturing the first sector, and then capturing the second sector. Then after that, there's going up to the buildings. There's literally no cover. Like, you're just walking on open sand dunes for like half a mile. And I've always like, how is that not troubling to any design director just right up on that? It's like, okay, not everyone's ever going to be in a vehicle, but like there's going to be a good chunk of players just running on the open desert where even if you do flank on the right, you still have to flank over with no cover. There's only one, like, I don't know, sand dune, I guess you can say, near the building that kind of gives you cover, but I always found that so troubling. It's like, what the hell? Even the Rush. Yeah, after the first section of Rush, you guys played that before? On Hourglass?
In Hourglass? Oh, yeah, where you have to cross the desert.
And then you have to cross the desert for like a mile.
It was awful. Awful.
And I'm trying to like figure out, if you look at the map again, well, this is the concept art, but like, how would you play Rush on any of these? I mean, I guess it would kind of make sense on, starting with this concept art. I feel like you can do it pretty easily, but it's still like massive.
Oh, here you go.
This is what we were talking about earlier. They have to make the maps for the modes.
There you go, Julian.
Right.
Here's your original reference. So yeah, you start down in this corner, and then you have to walk through this desert down into the main area. It's so dumb. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's nothing but it's just so sad that I haven't played in that football stadium or soccer stadium, whatever.
I haven't done it once. Yeah.
I haven't ever played, and when it first came out, it just turns into a TDM for those 3 flags. It is its own map, and you just stay there the entire time. It's either there or on the other side in the buildings. But yeah, just I don't know. I'm still thinking about what they would change in Breakaway. I'm trying to figure out, like, how are they going to smush everything together? I don't know. I really enjoyed that lone E sector, with the helipad in the back, the giant mountain. Why do I feel like they should just
The Dam of Unpeak.
Bring that like right in the middle or something. Like just have this super high point in the middle. I don't know.
See, this is
But,
one of the reasons why people actually like the 128 breakthrough on that map in particular, is that jump off kind of reminded them of Damavon far more than that damned peak in the back corner did. Yeah, I mean the map still wasn't amazing, but at least that part of the map, like it was not the worst thing in the world. At least now we can't even do that in breakthrough for that map.
you can't even do that in breakaway breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
And that was with 128 players, which they got rid of.
Yeah.
So now it's completely non-existent, only in Conquest 128, but no one ever goes there anyway. So it's just a bunch of bad ideas.
The map honestly, to fix the breakthrough of that map, you do need a lot more cover, and whether it's ice shards everywhere, I don't care. You need vehicles, ice things, a ship in the middle of the water, in the ice, stuck. I don't care. But the worst part about breakthrough on that map, whether it was 128 or 64, was the oil rig platform. The fact that the defenders spawn all on the low ground outside and just get farmed to oblivion by the helicopters and the tanks. Oh my god, what a disaster of a flag. That is the worst part of that map by far.
Yeah, can't even spawn them behind any cover. Maybe that's what they'll do. They'll just add more crates and spawn them behind crates. They're gonna
build like a Dr. Evil like underground tunnel that you just take through the ice and like get into the oil rig from like below like an elevator or something, which people are just gonna camp anyways, like Boris and Crawford turrets as you come up.
Well, they're kind of doing that for Orbital. They've added a whole new like and the tunnel
junction
tunnel that goes up.
Yeah,
kind of looks like Jurassic Park or some shit. Someone said.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, that's just like off the 64 player map. Like it's just like it's cutting that off anyway. So I mean, that's all I want to play is Conquest 64. I don't know about you guys.
Speaking of which, where's my Exodus Conquest playlist? Where is it? Why did you take that away from me again?
I had played Season 2 when it came out. I was playing Stranded Conquest 24/7. I'm like, okay, I actually am really enjoying this map right now. And then I came back the Thursday or the Tuesday the week after having a couple days off on the weekend, and I hop on, and Stranded 24/7 Conquest is gone. And I'm like, I know they're doing that rotation thing. I was just like, I looked at EK, not really, like in that chat, and I'm like, EK, I just booted the game up. And I'm already shutting it down. They removed my 24/7 Conquest 128. Like this is all I wanted to play right now. Just give me that. I have 900 hours on Hourglass. Like just let me play, Stranded. I don't want to have to, sift through whatever. And I was just dumbfounded that they already took it out so fast. Because like you were saying earlier, Gravity, there's too many modes. And as much as I like the community modes or whatever they want to call them, like when you go like the little with the tablets or the templates, as much as I think that's cool when they're taking a page or out of Modern Warfare's book and Vanguard's book and whatnot with some fun modes, the game doesn't have enough players to support that. It's just a million things you can do and play in that game, and there's not enough players to make it work. That's why there's so much AI. So it's like, I don't know. There's when they removed 24/7 Conquest, I was just like, for Stranded, I just turned it off. And then they removed Exodus, and what they replaced Exodus with, like
nothing,
Dungeons and Dragons, right? Knives only.
There's less and less game modes now, so they're kind of listening to your feedback there, Dreklo. There's only one breakthrough.
Well,
there's no other option. It's just breakthrough.
We could argue it's just we could just argue that this is the exact same thing that happened with BF5, where they had a bunch of game modes and they started having to shrink the playlist because the player pop just wasn't there and they couldn't support things like Frontlines.
Yeah, I get that.
And that wasn't a game that wasn't crossplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, how far are we fallen?